So to continue on Quarto dashboard, we are going to be doing something very interesting to understand the layout of a Quarto dashboard. So I'm showing you my VS Code, and this was where we ended the conversation the last time. So let us continue. You will observe that on this particular session, we are yet to install and load the packages that will analyze the data before we even go to visualization. What I've attempted to show us is how to create a page. Then for us to create our rows, we need the second level headers, which is to hash. So that's row 1. If we want to create 2 rows for under home, then we do row 2. The name of the rows will not come out the same way the name of the pages have come out. Also, here we can create 2 rows, but it would be good for us to put something inside the rows. But before that, I would want to see if this will show, but I doubt because we don't have anything inside the rows yet. So even if the screen shows a division, it won't be very obvious to you to see because we do not have anything in the rows. But we are going to attempt to load packages so that we can run some few analytics and show you on this. So let's see, pip install. So I can take off this and introduce a new terminal. Yeah, so let's do pip install pandas. Let's do plotly. Let's do country converter, country converter panel, and itables. But I love doing something. I would rather not install everything at the same time so that I can avoid complications. So let me install it one after the other. So I'm installing pandas first. In some cases, yeah, so already satisfied, excellent. So let me install Plotly. Plotly is the visualization package that helps you to create an interactive chart. When you're pointing on it, you are able to see the labelings pop up as your mouse is moving around. Let me install country converter because that is needed in this particular script. Let's go to country converter. Those are the packages important for us to be able to. So I'm doing country converter. It will let us know requirements already satisfied. Excellent. Let's do panel. Let's do panel. Excellent. Panel, then I will do high table. Panel. Let's be sure panel is there. Excellent. So, okay, panel is just coming up. It's installing panel into this environment. Oh, great. By the time you can see how it's making progress and installing all the packages that we need for this work. Then I would end it by installing the iTables. So it's currently installing collected packages on the panel. So it's still installing. It has not yet completed the installation. So one of the things we can do here, so the installation is concluded and you can see it. So now pip install iTable, pip install iTable. Then we are good to go. So that means all our packages have been installed. So I'm going to be copying this into the next. So before you need to create a code chunk. Yes, so insert code cells. Okay, great. So I've insert code cell and I'm using Python. You paste your you paste your you paste your packages there, which you have already installed. The next thing for us is to run it. I can decide to run it one after the other, and so I'll do Control Enter to run PD. You can see there is a new interactive, okay, that is showing us. So that means I need to install. Excellent. So all these things for someone who is using Python, who has been using Python, you should have done this before the challenge begins. So or before you start your visualization task. So this is what we're doing to install, or else we'll not be able to recreate this dashboard that we have been high to recreate. So you need to install your packages so that you can run your analysis, so that you can create a visualization. But while that is ongoing, let me show you interesting things about, so everything, all the analysis here has been thoroughly done and hidden from this side of the dashboard. And this is the layout of the dashboard. The dashboard layout started with home. Then the next page was maps. The next one was content analysis. The next one was correlation, all in the code, all in the scripts that was used in creating this dashboard, then data, then about. So in the home page, we had two major rows, the row 1 and row 2. In the row 1, there were 3 value boxes. This was the code that was used in creating this value box, the country strat. This was a code that was used in creating the second value box of average fertility, this. And this is the value box, the code, Python code I was used in creating the third value box. Still on the home page, the second row, that beautiful fancy that we saw here that shows progression from 2000 to 2024 from the scripts available to us. This was where it was placed, and the name of the chart was bubble. So if you go into the code cells that created the chart, you will notice Yes. So this was where the chart was created, the bubble chart. So this is the name of that chart that was put in the second row in the, yeah. So yes, that was put in the second row. And the other part of the, the other part of this dashboard, where we have the text box. So the text box, as we can see on this code, is here. And that's what we have on the text box. On the second page of maps, we add how many rows? There were 2 rows, and we had two different charts as column. So the first chart is the fig fertility, and the second chart is the fig mortality. Let's go and see the second page. So we have 2 maps here, the first one and the second one. As you can see in the code cell, while studying the layout of the second page, only 1 row, which was the dimensions was defined, and then we had the first on the left as the fig facility. And if you go into the code cells, you can look for fig fertility. This is fig fertility. No, let me see. We're looking for map, animated map. Excellent. So let me see. After the bubble charts on the first page, so this is the fig fertility, the animated cropped plot map, and this is the fig mortality. Excellent. So if you move to the third page of the content analysis, there are also 2. There are also 2 charts. If you see on the code cell, there is the fig fertility trend and the fig fertility standing side by side. On the fourth page, we have the correlation page. We have 1 chart, which is the correlation matrix, and then the explanation of the correlation matrix beside it. Then on the 5th chart, where we have the data, this is the code that is showing the data that you can download. You can sort this data on the 4th one, right? On the 5th one, yeah, excellent. That's a code that actually created this very beautiful data that you can download and use to recreate your own work. Then back to the dashboard layouts, the final page is the about page, and this is how it looks. So some of our, as we refuse to show, so there's no module. So what happened is that pip install pandas. So we'll go back to what we're trying to do so that we can recreate this dashboard. So yeah, it said it has already been satisfied. So there's trouble somewhere if we cannot have our panda. So pandas is not recognized. So that's one of the things you need to do before your challenge starts. Do all your troubleshooting and ensure that all your packages are installed and they're running well. And the good thing is that we have also created for you a guide that is not video guide, where you can visit and do a step-by-step beginner's guide. The places you need to visit, how to download your Visual Code, how to launch it, and to install the extension that will work well, how to connect Python to your VS Code, how to run your files, how to organize your workspace, how to preview and render your documents. So this is good, and then this is going to be also in addition with some video links, external video links that we're going to be making available to you. So please avail yourself of this wonderful opportunity to sharpen your expertise. But I think this video, we've been able to cover the layout. So what is left now is for us to be able to replicate and run this analysis by ourselves by ensuring that we install our packages, load the packages. We've installed them. So we need to load the packages. So what I'm going to be doing is doing troubleshooting so that we can pick some of these codes and then replicate it and preview it before we eventually publish and launch it. Thank you. I hope you gained something. So the link, so you can actually check here. If you are working with the VS Code, this is the link. So this is a link for you. So this is the link. You will get the link. We will communicate to you appropriately. So from here also, we are working with our studio. This is the link of the our studio. So if you are with the VS Code, you can go back to the home page where the instructions are. By the time we are done with the videos instruction, they will be uploaded. The demo videos will also be available on this Microsoft link for you to follow suit. And also you can reference external guide on Quarto. There's an official Quarto documentation where you can also do a step-by-step understanding of the tools of the document of the. So this is the one that is relatable and applicable to the dashboard. You can read and pick up some things from here as you apply them to your learning. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We will see you again on next video and continue our learning. Thank you.